I wanted to do a quick demonstration of two flavors of movement in Unity and implications for the physics engine. So what we've essentially got is a ball hitting a wall here, and just the TLDR is when you move using by directly modifying the transform, you get sort of erroneous behavior with respect to the physics. And when you move with the physics by hitting the rigid body of the object, the physics system works. So let me just demonstrate what I'm talking about. This red sphere has a rigid body and a collider, and this wall has a collider. So what we really want, the behavior we want, is if I toggle this to use physics and hit play, the behavior we want is this, right? It collides with it and it doesn't move forward. Now, if I turn physics off, and again, functionally, what that does is it is moving by directly editing the transforms. So when we teach beginners to move an object, this is like the first thing that they learn, right? Translate by vector 3 forward. So we're going to go in the forward direction times speed times time delta time. That's how we teach beginners to move an object. And the problem is if you do it that way, so use physics as off, if I hit play now, the ball moves right through the wall, right? It sort of just the physics system doesn't even detect that there was a hit. And you know, in some sense, this is a contrived example. Like if this wall were not sort of infinitesimally thin, you might get different behavior. So let's just look at this script more in detail, just really quickly. So we've got two loops here. We've got the update game loop, and we've got the fixed update game loop. And the first mistake you might make is that you would think if I just move this here, it would work, and that's not the case. So we've got two flavors of movement. We've got teleportation and we've got moving forward using physics. And the physics is updated in the fixed update loop, and the sort of traditional move is updated in the update loop. So we already kind of looked at the teleportation forward, and then the physics move forward hits the rigid body. So this is basically saying the instantaneous velocity of the object is going to be this fixed forward vector. And then the rest of this is just sort of wiring to, there's this Boolean use physics, which is this checkbox here that just determines which of these movement methods we're going to use. There's the rigid body on the object, and we get that. We latch that in start, and we never worry about it again. And that's basically it. So again, just to sum up, when you move using the physics system with respect to rigid bodies and colliders, you get the behavior that you expect. When you essentially teleport using the kind of naive movement that we teach beginners, as soon as they get to rigid bodies, they're going, why isn't my rigid body working in some cases? And that's when you see this type of behavior. Like, we haven't modified anything about the object other than the movement behavior that they're using.